Good morning, cheerio. This is my official application.
God. You cannot make this shit up. All right, let's do a red flag test, okay? Excessive makeup, overweight, short, ugly, dyed hair, and womanist sort of tendencies, very awkward demeanor, and above the age of 28. I mean, what more needs to be said, guys? Like, and this girl here, she's doing an ad for a British man. She wants a, and just look, okay? Just look.
For a British husband. And I mean
Husband,
that
sorry.
I'm the wife. I need a British husband. So, my attributes include that I
Room temperature IQ.
smell good most of the time. Using these things.
Oh my god. You can just sense the desperation, right? Like, this is what happens. Like, these girls, they waste their most fertile prime years, get overweight, and then expect a man to come and save them. Like, I do not understand why nobody has taught you what you're actually supposed to be doing.
Squirt, squirt. I also know what an oven is. And
Clearly, I mean, very clearly you know what an oven is, if you know what I'm saying.
wait, pause. Okay. Even though I'm an American, I wear my mask outside, and
Virtue signaling, cool, yeah, that's very attractive.
I would like to apologize on behalf of all of us when we put all your tea we dropped it in the sea. That was.
Okay, how is this supposed to be attractive for a man? That's what I want to know. All it reads as is sheer and utter desperation. There is no fit, feminine, cooperative, submissive, or bedroom fun loyal in anything that she says. There is just failure and desperation. It's, come save me, please. That's what it sounds like. Guys, you cannot make this shit up. Hello and welcome to the Helios blog. My name is Helios, here for another reaction video. If you're new to the channel, liking the comments, or, please leave a sub and hit all for notifications. If you're listening on the podcast, give me a 5-star review, give me a follow. If you'd like me to comment on a video compilation, maybe a blog post, please send it to theheliosblog@gmail.com. If you agree or disagree with my content, with what I say, please, that's what the comment section is for. Let's continue.
It's not cool because I know you really like tea. So,
Okay, what does she actually know about British people? Like, again, there's just like awkwardness and desperation. Like, again, what I wish is that she grew up in a family with a father and a mother and grandmother told her what she actually needed to be and have in order to have a husband. Because clearly, she's just sad and lonely, right? And if she had been taught properly from a younger age, she could have prevented all this, right? And this is what's so sad about the womanist movement, is that it ruins the lives of so many people, all in the name of power, right? It's just the modern religion that has destroyed the lives of so many people already, and it hasn't finished its work. It's ridiculous, guys. Let's continue.
So come on down, boys. Get this hot.
Okay.
Let's talk about the reason why I've been single for 2.5 years. So I was with this girl that I did a lot for, her and her little boy.
Oh no. And this is the story of too many men in 2022, right? The story is these men, they get together with single mothers, right? And then these single mothers, because they've already had a kid with Chad, their goal when they're with a guy is not love. Their goal is not to be nice. Their goal is to extract as many resources as humanly possible from the guy. And that's what has happened here. This guy was a useful idiot who was used and destroyed by the system. Clearly. Okay, let's continue here.
Well, try to. And I got a message one day saying, if you want to be with me, move with me and quit your job.
Right. So again, it's just comply, comply, comply so that I can extract more and more resources out of you. The point of that strategy of move away and quit your job is be totally dependent on me so that I can then use you as a babysitter for my children. I can then use you and extract all the value and resources and attention out of you for the purpose of raising the spawn of another man. That's the plan. That's what her intention was for this guy. And is it so surprising that men are walking away when this is the outcome for too many men in 2022? It's not surprising to anyone when this sort of thing happens and men refuse. That's why the marriage rate is literally 6 out of 1,000. That's why. Okay, let's continue.
And I told her I'd move with her, but I'm not quitting my job. And she didn't like that. I get home, all her stuff's gone. Come to find out that her baby daddy helped her move all her stuff out of my house.
Right. So again, this is the thanks you get, right? You learn that the girl who supposedly moved in with you and you were helping to take care of, she had a continuous relationship with the baby daddy. She didn't stop seeing him. She didn't stop sleeping with him, likely. And you were just a useful idiot, you see? This is why I recommend no single mothers. Because dating a single mother, right? And even worse, letting her move in with you, it exposes you to so many negatives. Like, with basically no positives. You can't be spontaneous and do fun things because you always have to have a plan for the kid. You're wasting your money on another man's child because that's not your genes, so why are you investing money in that? Etc. Right? Just go for a girl who's not that and watch your outcomes improve dramatically. Please leave a comment if you agree or disagree. Let's continue.
And then they moved to Dallas together. And I think about a month later, I finally got my phone back that I've gotten her, and I had gotten all these messages from their conversations about how they were talking and all this stuff. And she always sat there and accused me of cheating when she was the one cheating.
Yeah, what that's called is projection, right? But anyway, the idea is the following, right? As I said, they had a relationship that had never stopped. So again, this is women's dualistic mating strategy, right? They get with one guy for the genes, and they get with one guy for the resources. Guess which guy this guy was? So again, men, if you are not an apex man, superior, the kind of man that all men want to be and that all women want, if you're not that kind of man, you should not be cohabitating, you should not be getting married. I mean, no man should be getting married and cohabitating, but especially you shouldn't be. Because it just exposes you to way too much risk. Women like this are recreational use only. Okay, let's continue.
Trust issues. Never again.
Yeah.
Well, I wish I was a woman so I could just sit around and do nothing while my man works 60 hours a week to fund my makeup habit.
Yeah, that's basically true. I mean, look at how much makeup this girl is using. Again, I would love to be the stay-at-home partner while my partner works 60 hours per week. That would be wonderful. But unfortunately, I'm a man, so I don't exist in such a reality where I can just exist, do my makeup, and have men just do whatever for me.
Todd, who the f*** are you talking about? Well, anytime a woman wants to, she can just go out and find some man to pay for whatever she...
That's exactly right. Yeah, a woman can just go out and find a guy to pay for whatever she wants, especially if she's 18 to 23, like this girl. That's called being in the rock star phase. That's called getting sugar daddies and stuff. Like, this is ubiquitous. It's so common in 2022. Like, talk to random women and they're like, yeah, I've had a sugar daddy before. Yeah, I've had men buy me like nice purses. Yeah, I've had men take me out on $200 dinners, etc. Yeah, I've been invited to the VIP section at a club before, etc. Whereas for a man, your life experience has been, just normal, right? That's the difference. For a man to get into VIP, he has to earn it. For a woman to get into VIP, she has to be 18 to 23 and not eat too much McDonald's. That's the difference in experience between men and women. there are privileges for being a man and there are privileges for being a woman, but women's privileges are given to them just for existing, whereas men's privileges have to be earned. You get basically nothing for existing. If you do nothing as a man, you end up homeless and alone and with zero friends and zero prospects. If you don't provide value, you get nothing as a man.
You're talking about sugar baby, whatever you want to call it. You want to be a sugar baby. Well, I mean, I can. Sure you can. Let's get you in there. I mean, nobody wants somebody.
Oh my God. What a disaster. So, and no, it's not true that it's only sugar babies. Like, that's the nawalt, not all women are like that, fallacy, right? Or the no true Scotsman fallacy. But that's not how that works, right? All women, or not all, okay, let's say 99.95% are given these privileges just for existing. As long as you don't eat too much McDonald's and you're not too old, you get these privileges of a ton of attention on social media, men buying you stuff for free, men giving you attention for free, getting in places for free, getting stuff for free, just getting value and value and value. And the point of that is in exchange for your youth and fertility, right? But nowadays, women don't even have to give that. So it's literally, you get free benefits just for existing. That's the modern world. That's 2022. Please leave a comment if you agree or disagree. Let's continue.
Like me, heterosexual, right? Yes, yes. You can find you somebody. There's whole websites, Todd. I'm not the kind of man. Sure you are. You might have to whack some stuff. What I'm saying is, there is just not as much demand for.
That's absolutely true. There is not as much demand for male, like, again, this is supposed to be satire, but it literally is exactly the truth. There is not as much demand for male escorts or male sugar babies or whatever. Like, I guess you could be if you were an apex man. You know, if you were like a jacked, 6 foot tall, perfect teeth, handsome man's man. Sure, you could probably have as much luck as a girl sugar baby. Maybe half of the luck that a female sugar baby could have. The average one. Maybe. But there is no equality there, right? It's much easier for women, much more ubiquitous, and it's given to you for existing, whereas for a man to get those benefits, he literally has to work, like he has to be in the gym 7 days a week, plus perfect diet, plus perfect sleep.
Or male sugar babies. Oh yeah, the economics are really skewed because like you have to fund these relationships. There's just not that many women in executive position. Well,
wow. Yes, that's why. It has nothing to do with hypergamy. It has nothing to do with apex fallacy here. This girl's clueless. Like, she's talking as though there's like men and women are exactly equal. So from this, I would get that she has gone to university for brainwash studies. So, you know, some sort of liberal arts, or, you know, English, or some kind of program that's literally useless, some social science garbage. Because there's no way that you could hold these beliefs if you didn't go to brainwash study school.
no, it's because of misandry. You're saying you want women to like dominate highly paid fields? Well, that's not. You want a matriarchy.
You don't have to want a matriarchy. That already exists. We live in a matriarchy currently. That's why on TikTok, you can make a TikTok like this, which is very condescending towards men and not get it taken down. But if you try to make a TikTok that's condescending towards women, it'll get taken down like 95% of the time. That's why. It's because we live in a matriarchy, not a patriarchy.
I'm down. I just wanted equal rights, but like.
No. Again, the equal rights thing is a tired argument. We have more than equal rights. It's so equal for women that it's super equal. It's so equal that women are superior in literally every conceivable field. In every field you can imagine, women are favored. Divorces, women win. Jail sentences, women win. Dangerous jobs, women win. Paycheck for the same job, look at Google, women win. In jobs that are actually like that everybody wants, not like sewage cleaner, etc. Child custody, women win, etc. Oh, a university percentage, women win, etc. So just look it up. So no, this equal rights argument is a tired, wrong one. And it has been for years. Oh, and by the way, the wage gap is also BS. Okay, let's continue.
That works. Well, you describe yourself as discreet?
Guy on Instagram. I left a gift card for you guys at Ruth Chris. Enjoy. And then they bought a bunch of stuff at this restaurant. So this is what happens to women. Us on IG, treating ourselves to a nice night out. So this is exactly what I talked about, in the last TikTok commentary that I made. So, as I said, women get these benefits just for existing. A guy can see a pretty girl on Instagram, see that she's posting half naked pictures or 3/4 naked pictures of herself there. Send her free stuff and she can just take it. That is the reality of being not a pretty woman in 2022. 5.1 and above woman. A slightly above average and above woman get this sort of treatment. They get stuff bought for them. They get free attention, free validation, free money, free gifts, free restaurant trips, everything. And men, you need to hear this. Stop giving free attention, validation, and money to these women. Because what happens is they believe that they're better than they are. And when they believe that they're better than they are, what happens is they reject all men or most men. And then most men walk away. These women end up alone with cats and boxed wine. And you end up with a society in decline. So yes, the women are taking advantage of their position. But men are also being incorrect in rewarding this sort of behavior. It does go both ways. Okay, let's continue. And then she says, thanks, Phil. Heart emoji. So he did all that for a heart emoji. Gave her like $200 or whatever for that. You see? And then what does she do? She posted on Instagram for more attention, and on we go. So she just got free money for existing. You see? Next.
I have proof that if he wanted to, he would. I don't even know this guy. This guy has been sending me Goodnight Queen every single night since May. Every single night. Goodnight Queen, Goodnight Queen. I'm really attached to it now. Sometimes if I don't get a Goodnight Queen, it like hurts my feelings. Sometimes I say goodnight back. Sometimes. Goodnight Queen, Goodnight Queen. But this has lasted longer than some of my relationships. I feel like everyone deserves to be told Goodnight Queen every single night.
So what is this an example of? This is an example of women's dualistic mating strategy. So they want a man for the genes, and they want a man for the attention, the validation, the commitment, the taxi services, the dinners. This guy here is an example of the useful idiot, right? Never be this guy. No woman is worth your time like this. If you add up the amount of time that this guy has spent texting her this for months, he could have done literally anything else. He could have spent 5 hours playing a video game. He could have, worked on a YouTube channel. He could have worked on his own business. He could have worked out for that time. Those 5 hours. Literally, he could have done literally anything else than wasted his time doing this. Why? So this girl can post you on social media and say, look at what a useful idiot this guy is for me. Embarrassment. Men, don't let this guy be you.
For the rest of their life. And I love this. We're almost at 200.
I'm 26 and I've never had sex. Hey, yo! I'm 26 and I've never been in love. Hey, yo! I'm 26 and I've never been in an intimate relationship. Hey, yo! I'm 26 and I don't know what my sexuality or pronouns are. Hey, yo! Your sex life or relationship status doesn't define your worth.
Okay, so this guy here is an example of a guy that grew up without a father figure, and so even though he's pretty handsome, he could become very attractive, and be successful, but he doesn't know what to do because nobody has taught him properly, right? And the irony is that if he actually was a lumberjack and he cut down trees and stuff, he would be very successful with women, hilariously, right? All you have to do, right, is not worry about the women. Go into that forest there and cut down a ton of trees. Do that every single day for like 3 years, and you'll be jacked and attractive for women. It's really that simple. You are the cake, women are the cherry. So this guy, what he needs to do is he needs to focus on his own life and not on women, and not on his negative self-talk or self-worth. Like, he believes that he's worthless and bad, and that sort of thing doesn't help you with women. And believe me, like, if he were to do that, he would do really well. All right. Oh my God! Look at what is this? Okay, no. I'm not reading this. I thought it was shorter. Okay, whatever. I go on dates and I feel nothing. This is on dating over 30. I've 30 female, been single for about 2 years. Red flag. And back on the dating scene for about a year. Every time I go on a date, I just feel nothing. So guys, what is this an indicator of? This is an indicator of a carousel rider. So if you don't know what a carousel rider is, it's a girl who, rather than get into long-term relationships, she goes and sleeps with guy after guy after guy after guy. And what happens when you do that is you burn out your ability to pair bond. So the girl is no longer able to to feel anything for anybody because she's addicted to the dopamine of changing partners, right? So she goes to a new guy, feels nothing, sleeps with the guy, then goes to another new guy, feels nothing, sleeps with the guy, and on and on and on. Because as you get more and more partners, right? Every time you have bedroom fun with those partners, what happens is your body releases less and less dopamine, less and less oxytocin. Because bedroom fun is like a drug, right? So you need more and more of it to get the same result, right? Over time. And oxytocin, the pair bonding hormone, is like that as well. So the more you get your body to try to pair bond, the less pair bonding hormone it releases. And so basically over time, women burn out this ability because the body releases less and less oxytocin. So a girl will feel very attached to the first guy she slept with, very attached to the second guy, third guy, but by the 20th guy, she feels basically nothing. By the 100th guy, it's literally, you feel nothing. Bedroom fun is just like shaking hands. That's what the girl has gotten to. She's gotten to that point. Like, while on the date, it's okay. Nothing fantastic and exciting, but not horrible. Oh, there's another thing. This is also likely caused by the amalgam. So, the amalgam is the following statement. Every new guy the woman sleeps with, he has to beat the best qualities of every previous guy. So the more guys that a girl sleeps with, the harder that bar is to meet. So women's standards actually go up the higher their end count is. So once you get to a certain point, the woman doesn't feel anything for anybody because no guy meets that bar anymore. Really, I just don't feel like I need to see the person again. With all my relationships in the past, I was at least excited about seeing someone again, and now I just feel like whatever. I don't know if it's me or it's them. I don't know what to do. You should have married a guy when you were 18 to 23. That's what you should have done. I just went on a date yesterday and it was okay for the most part. Some things I wasn't okay with, and now I'm not sure if I should give it another shot just to see if things get better, or if I should just stop because I don't feel any kind of excitement about the prospect of seeing him again. Any advice? Edit. This post got a lot of attention. Okay, so let's see the top comment here with 400 upvotes. A friend of mine felt the exact same way. Dating to date, but not into it and felt nothing on the dates. She switched the focus to her life. She just went to Vegas for a friend's wedding. She went on a scuba diving trip. She does brunches and workout groups. She's just taking a break because she figures it's her own happiness and that she has to work on. She just paid off her house and will probably date again after she finishes her last semester of nursing school. Sometimes a break lets you come back refreshed. terrible advice for a girl. Girls don't have time for breaks. In fact, a girl should never feel this I don't feel anything while dating thing. The reason she doesn't feel it is because she's burned out her ability to pair bond. So her life is basically over. She should enjoy her cats and boxed wine. There is no man ever that will make her happy. At best, she'll get a useful idiot to marry her, but she'll never feel anything for the guy. And then they'll end up divorced. Okay, let's see another comment here. 10 upvotes. I remember being where you were 3 or 4 years ago. I was dating because I wanted someone but never connected with anyone. I stopped dating, did some work on myself, and was happy on my own. Then I met someone a few months after that, and all the right feelings were there. Okay, so they're saying focus on yourself, queen. Like, again, it's terrible advice. This would be good advice to give to a guy, but not to a girl. The advice to give to a girl is marry at 18 to 23, don't date around. Anyway, we're going to stop the video there. Again, if you're liking the content new to the channel, please give me a sub, hit all of the notifications. If you're listening on the podcast, give me a 5-star review, give me a follow. Again, I really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to watch my stuff. It's wonderful, especially if you go to the end of the video. Really great. If you agree or disagree with the stuff that I said in the video, please leave a comment. That's what the comment section is for. Thank you so much for watching once again, guys, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Please remember to do all of the following. Like the video for the algorithm. Comment on the video. I respond to all comments and I'll give you a heart. Subscribe and hit the bell so you can see my content on your feed. Check out all of my content on other platforms. It spreads the reach of the channel. YouTube, bit.ly/heliosyoutube. Rumble, bit.ly/heliosrumble. My blog is realheliosblog.com. My podcast, bit.ly/heliospodcast. My Patreon, patreon.com/theheliosblog. You can also support the show at bit.ly/heliosdonations and buy my books at bit.ly/heliosbooks. Thank you so much for all of your support.